Is so good. There are currently over 2,000 links to the recipe on Google, and now you can try this world-famous pizza for yourself. Fox 5's Joanne Feldman is live in Buckhead this morning at Varasanos Pizza. Good morning, Joanne.
Good morning. And, you know, a lot of that buzz that you mentioned there on the web, that was created long before the doors opened here at Varasanos. In fact, there's an article there from the New York Times about how Jeff Varasano got that New York pizza all the way down here to the south. And again, long before the restaurant here.
Really something you grew up with. And I started to go back to New York on business trips, and I'd be sitting on that plane just jonesing for that slice, you know, that you haven't had. So I started to go to my favorite spot, and then I started to ask people, you know, what's better than that? What's better than that? And eventually, I started to discover that there were these old world pizzerias. There were like 10.
That's right. You had pizza tastings in your home?
Yeah, it was really weird how it happened. It really started with the website. Like, one person asked me for my pizza recipe, and I threw it up on a web page, not thinking too much of it. And it became one of these internet viral things, right, where it became the most popular website on the internet for how to make pizza. If you Google New York pizza recipe, my website comes up #1 and has for years. And I started to get mail. I started to get fan mail from all over the world. I've had over 2,100 people write me. And then
experimented with everything over and over, trying to make what is the perfect pizza. And you know, you've got a beautiful pie that came out of the oven here. What makes the perfect crust, makes the perfect pizza?
Well, you know, as anyone who's really looked into pizza a lot will tell you, it's really about balance. You know, you have to have really good cheese, really good sauce, but ultimately the purists will tell you it's about the crust, and that's 90% of it. So if you go to the top pizzerias in the world, what you'll see is a crust similar to this. It's not, you know, beige all around or not brown all around, but rather it's speckled. And this is a sign of a pizza that's cooked at a much, much higher temperature. These pizzas are cooked in about 2 minutes or less at about 800 degrees. So you can see that it's light here and dark and little burn spots. And that just adds a lot more character. And even if you look underneath the pizza, it's okay if I just go grab one.
Got one that's just come out of the oven here. We saw the cheese still bubbling on it a second ago.
If you look underneath and you can see the way that it's just speckled like that, that's pretty much a perfect bottom of a pizza.
Yeah.
And that just makes the crust taste really light and airy. You know, if you look into it, you can see that there's a lot of air inside this. And so high heat and a great crust is really what makes the pizza.
And yeah, the high heat is really the key. I noticed that you don't have a wood-burning brick oven.
Right.
You use electric, but that's how you started this in your home. I've got to ask, how did you get your oven at home to cook at 800 degrees?
Well, it's funny because this is one of the things I think that made my website stand out to people. I knew I needed high heat, so I wanted to run the cleaning cycle, because cleaning cycles work by incinerating the contents. And I said, well, I kind of want to incinerate my pizzas. So I actually clipped the lock off of it, and I ran it on the cleaning cycle. Please, no lawyers, right, no calls from lawyers. Don't do this at home. I did end up with several repair visits, we'll say. But in the end, if you can work out how to balance the temperatures correctly, because it's not just high heat, the heat has to be perfectly balanced. Right. People said my oven looked like the space shuttle because it had all kinds of aluminum foil reflecting heat here and there. But in the end, if you can work it out, and you can get a perfectly balanced pizza.
And now you have this,
right,
to serve all of these pizzas to all of your guests here in your brand new restaurant. Right, that's very important.
Right, we're one of the maybe only 5 or 6 pizzerias in the country that are using a natural sourdough starter, which is very difficult to use, but in the end, the crust has a lot more flavor.
Okay. Well, we're going to...
Absolutely. Love it.
You're too nice, Jeff. All right. We are learning how to knead the dough. That's an important part of this process, right?
Right. Stefano's going to show you how to do that.
Okay.
Okay, so basically to form your crust, you have several ways to form a crust. What I do is I go in a circular motion here.
Okay.
Okay. You just want to turn the dough a little bit more here.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm going to flatten it just a little bit through the edge, through the center of the pizza.
All right.
Okay. From that point here, you can pick it up. And you're going to be tossing, slapping it basically back and forth, left to right.
That feels really cool.
As you continue to move, your hands are basically going to come in a circular motion.
Getting some sauce on the pizza over there. I want to talk to you a little bit about
Sure.
About your sauce.
Sure. One thing we actually wanted to show you is we wanted to show you, if we could, how to eat a pizza.
Oh, absolutely, because I want to taste another bite here.
Right. I'm noticing that a lot of people here in the South, they try and use a knife and fork, and actually some places in Italy do that too, but in New York, we have a different way of eating the pizza, and it's actually really, I think it really actually helps the way the pizza tastes, because mouthfeel, how the pizza feels in your mouth is really, really important. So a lot of foods, like fried foods, are crunchy on the outside, and then they're soft in the middle, and that's really a very pleasant feeling in the mouth, and we're all about people having a great experience.
Right.
And so what I like to do is fold the pizza over like this, and then you bite into it like this. And when you do that, you actually get crust on both sides of your on your upper and lower teeth, and then the sauce kind of shoots out into your mouth, and you get that crunch, and then you get that sweet sauce come in.
It makes a difference.
Yeah, it
you caught me earlier.
It really
I was eating it like a true Southerner. I had it flopping down like this. That is not the way to eat a pizza like this.
It really does, and we're actually going to be putting little table tents on the tables to show people how to the proper way to eat pizza.
I think that's a good idea, because this is excellent. This is which one is this?
This is the Nana's pizza.
Okay, so that's really your specialty here.
It is.
What are some of the other toppings that you put on your pizzas here?
We do a lot of different toppings, but really we want people, when they first come, to experience one of our tomato and cheese pizzas. Because that really is the original style, and if you can't make a great cheese pizza, then all these other, kind of fancy gourmet style toppings are a little superfluous. So, having said that, we do a bunch of different pizzas. We do one we call our Cica Bella, which has arugula, and it's a white pizza, which is ricotta cheese, mozzarella, and arugula. We do one that we call the Nucci, that has garlic and some Swiss Emmentaler cheeses and fresh oregano and arugula, and some sliced cured capicola on it. So we do a lot of different ones. Of course, we do the New Haven clam pizza, which is a specialty. A lot of people don't realize that New Haven, after New York, is the #1 pizza place in the country, with some of the oldest pizza places, and they do a clam pizza there that we're paying homage to with our New Haven clam.
Very good. Well, we're going to be coming.
Oh, go ahead. Food fight. Come on. There you go. One more time.
One more time.
One more time. Come on. You can do it. Right in the camera.
Pizza and a master of the Rubik's Cube.
Oh, wow.
She's going to explain that to us.
He's a master of everything. You might think that this is just some random trivia about Jeff Varasano, but look at this. The guy was published at what, 15?
14.
14. No, because he solved the Rubik's Cube. Record time. What was your time?
24.67 seconds.
That was in 81?
1981. Back in the day.
Back in the day when this was brand new. And, in my opinion, this is how he approaches his pizza making. He's got problem-solving skills here, and he applies that to making the perfect pizza. However, we really want to see this in action. Suchitha, do you have your Rubik's Cube?
I do. I'm a little bit further along than Jeff is.
She got a head start on us. Okay,
I did that.
That's not fair. However, we're going to let you start, and we'll see how far I get along with you. Ready?
All right.
Go.
You can start peeling the stickers off if you want.
I'm going to have
That's where all the kids that come into the restaurant do.
Yeah, I used to just take it apart into a million pieces and put it back together to solve it.
What is even going through his mind?
Yeah,
He's able to do that.
That's very Rain Man-ish, because he's already not. Yeah, Joanne, no.
I'm halfway there. How about you guys?
I can't spin it that fast.
I can't stop watching you. I can't stop watching Jeff.
How does he know he's halfway?
I don't know.
Jeff, he's using the power
He's
of
only
vision.
done it like a gazillion times.
Done ya!
Oh my gosh! I almost got it.
Nice to taste of everything on the menu.
That's
So here we
perfect.
just have 3 of them. We have about a dozen that we'll roll out during these events. This is the one we call the Cica Bella. It's got arugula and a little splash of lemon on a white pizza with ricotta and mozzarella.
That looks good.
We actually used to call this our chick pizza, and this was our dude pizza. So this has all the meats and everything on it, and some very, very spicy olives. And this one we call the Nucci, which is named after a friend of mine. I won't tell that story exactly.
Okay, fair enough.
It has both arugula and a little bit of meat on it. It's got some fresh capicola, it's got garlic and olives, and some really nice sharper cheese.
Well, it is all fantastic. I know you guys are enjoying it back at the station. Jeff, thanks for having us in this morning. We've also got dessert. I'm sorry if I've been distracted. What is this?
Oh, those are our donuts. We take our dough, and we have a sourdough starter that we use for our dough. So our donuts are very, very flavorful, and we just fry them up, toss some sugar on them, and they're the house favorite.
Okay, I can take a bite, right?
Absolutely.
All right, you guys have a good morning over there.
Thanks
I'm going
so
to
much.
enjoy dessert.
Thanks.